My name is God's Gift, God's Messenger. You're watching CHRISThype Magazine, and this is our section or our segment on angels and demons. And basically, I'm giving a lot of different names and a lot of perspective on these different demons and the functions of these demons. And I was just talking about the demon Geryon. Geryon is the giant centurion bull who guards hell. He's a guardian of hell. Geryon is a frustrated people who have the demon Geryon in them are frustrated, very easily irritable. They get irritated very fast. They're angry people. They put down people. They talk about people. They gossip a lot. A lot of the Geryon is hidden in human names like Gary or Taurus or Altaurus or Tori or anything of that nature. Another thing, Geryon drinks. People who have the demon Geryon in them, they drink a lot of Red Bulls or energy drinks and stuff like that. They're bullies. They've been bullied. They gossip, stuff like that. That's all attributes of Geryon. Horus is a strong duke of hell. He commands 20 legions. He is very frightful, and he appears with a flaming eye. He's also nicknamed the Evil Eye, and he encounters with Horus. There's a lot of different. I've had encounters with Horus. I've seen Horus, and at the time, Horus like threw a speck in my eye and made my eyes itch real fast, like real bad and burn. But I didn't want to scratch my eyes because I wanted like the truth to be revealed to me. So I allowed my eyes to burn, and they started tearing up, and I felt like rocks was falling out of my eyes. When I finally opened up my eyes, I began to see things in the spiritual realm more clearly. So Horus, if he does attack you, he will attack your eyes and make them itch so that you scratch him. When you scratch him, it's like you're not, like you're if you don't scratch him, when you open up your eyes, you will see more things spiritually. If you scratch him, then it's like he's blinding you so that you won't see what's going on in the spiritual realm. You won't be exposed to the astral planes, and so or different vibratory states. Horus is spelled Haures. If he does attack your eyes, he's attacked my eyes a few times, and both eyes felt like itching. They were burning. I closed them up. I didn't want to. I resisted the feeling to scratch. The Bible says, "Resist the devil, and evil will flee from you." It lasted for about 5 minutes. At the max, about 5 minutes, and afterwards it subsided. I was tearing. I still didn't scratch my eyes, but I took the napkin and I wiped my eyes, the tears from my eyes. I didn't touch my eyes, but I wiped the tears from my cheeks, and when I opened up my eyes, I was able to see things more clearly. Also, a demon who is in charge of blinding people is a demon called Shalbriri. And Shalbriri also works hand in hand with Horus. But Horus is an evil eye, the flaming eye, and he appears when you're beginning to get too close to spiritual things. If you're getting too close to spiritual things, if you're casting out demons, if your eyes are beginning to open up and you're beginning to see things more clearly, Horus will appear and try to blind you. He works with Shalbriri. Ipos or Ipos, you spell it I-P-O-S. Other people spell it I-P-A-S. And in the event, Ipos or Ipos is a demon. He's a count of hell who commands 36 legions. He looks like he has the head of a lion and wings of an angel. That's Ipos. Jezebeth. Not Jezebel, but Jezebeth. And you spell Jezebeth Jezebeth. Jezebeth is a demon of falsehood and lies. Jezebeth is the assistant of Pyro. And Pyro, spelled Pyro, is the prince of falsehood and lies. So if somebody is lying to you, or they have falsehood behaviors, that's Jezebel or Pyros. And you just simply identify it. As soon as you see it, you bind it up. I bind up all powers of Pyro. I bind up all powers of Jezebel and cast it out to the bottomless pits in the name of Jesus Christ. When people begin to lie to me and I see it and I recognize it, I'm not seeing the person. I'm seeing the spirit that's operating in the person, and that's what I'm binding up. And I just go straight into warfare. I bind up all powers of Pyro and Jezebel and cast it out to the bottomless pits in the name of Jesus Christ. You know, Satan, you're a lie and the truth isn't in you. You're the accuser of the brethren. You're the father of lies. Truth, you're the father of lies. You know, I cast out all lies and falsehood in the name of Jesus Christ. All deceit, I cast it out in the name of Jesus Christ. And then the person begins to get liberated from those spirits, and they begin to tell the truth. And that's what we have to do. We have to wage war, man. We have to know what's going on. For lack of knowledge, God's people are perishing. But now that you know, you're going to be held accountable to these things. Jezebel hides in a lot of names. Beth, you know, stuff like that. Jezebel operates in any and everybody that makes themselves available for him or her. And that's that demon. CHRISThypeMag. You spell CHRISThypeMag Kasdey, from the book of Enoch. CHRISThypeMag is one of the names of Satan. It's the fifth Satan. Remember, Satan has 5 brothers. You know, 4 brothers. 5 brothers, because Beelzebub is the brother of Satan. CHRISThypeMag is the name of the 5th Satan. Cabal. Cabal is the demon of hilarity. A lot of comedians are being occupied, possessed, or oppressed by the demon Cabal. Cabal, you spell it Kobal. And you hear a lot of these comedians and a lot of things that they're talking about as demonic things, man. You know, just to persuade you that Christ is wrong, and just to persuade you to agree with sin. And when you see that, you just have to recognize it and bind it up. Remember, we don't serve God on feelings and emotions. You know what I mean? God is a spirit, and those that worship God must worship him in both spirit and truth. So if somebody is trying to lure you into darkness by using comedy, you know, glamourifying or making funny evil things, then you recognize it, don't partake in it, but bind it up. You know, I don't even go to comedy shows no more, or even listen to a lot of these comedians, because I don't listen to no comedians, because it's evil. And the things that they talk about is evil. And they glorify evilness in their comedy using hilarity. And that's a demon. The demon is called Cabal, the demon of hilarity. You know, I have listened to what's that dude's name? His name is Cat Williams. Yeah, Cat Williams had a show, and he was talking all kind of demonic stuff on his show. You know what I mean? And it was funny. And I began to understand. I was like, hold on, he's glorifying sin. He's glorifying Satan. He's glorifying, but he's making it funny so that people can, and we have to understand, man, we cannot be entertained by evil. That's entertaining divination, entertaining spirits. We're allowing Cabal to entertain us and glorify Satan and give us reports from hell. And we have to recognize that. And when we recognize somebody glorifying Satan through humor, we just bind it up. I bind up all powers of Cabal and cast it out to the bottomless pits in the name of Jesus Christ. Leonard. Leonard is a demon. He's the master of black magic and sorcery. His assistant is Mullen. You spell Leonard Leonard. He's the master of black magic and sorcery. And he's assisted by Mullen, who's also a master of black magic and sorcery. Anybody who practices black magic and sorcery, all Masons have a demon, Leonard and Mullen, operating in them. All witches and warlocks have the demon Leonard and Mullen operating in them. Anyone who practices divination of spirits, psychic readers, tarot card readers, shadow followers, talismans, all of those people have Leonard and Merlin operating in them. Voodoo, witchcraft followers, practitioners, hoodoo practitioners, Santeria practitioners, all have the demon Leonard and Merlin operating in them. Again, Leonard is the master of black magic and sorcery. I bind up all powers of Leonard and Merlin and cast them out to the bottomless pits in the name of Jesus Christ. Leviathan. Leviathan is the dragon of the sea. He's the crooked serpent of the abyss. He's the wiggly snake. The Leviathan is found all through the Bible. Is talked about all through the Bible, especially in the book of Job. If you look in Psalm 71, Yahweh is said to break the head of the Leviathan in pieces before giving his flesh to the people of the wilderness. In Psalms 104, Yahweh is praised for having made all things, including Leviathan. You know what I mean? In Isaiah 27, verse 1, Leviathan is called the wiggly serpent who will be killed at the end of time. And if you read Job chapter 41, verse 1 through 41, you'll learn about the Leviathan. And also if you read chapter 34, you'll read about the Leviathan. The Leviathan literally translates to envy. The Leviathan is also one of the 7 deadliest sins. Envy is one of the 7 deadliest sins. The Leviathan is one of the 7 princes of hell, and he's also a crown prince of hell. He represents the element of water in the direction of the west. Water represents life and creation, and may represent chalice during rituals to Satanisms. Also, the Leviathan is considered the gatekeeper of hell, and he's also proclaimed as being the mouth of hell. The color of Leviathan, I believe through my study of demonology and through my encounters with these demons, is the color red. Remember, he's one of the 4 crown princes of hell and one of the 7 princes of hell. His color is red. Leviathan in English terms translates to envy, and he's the wiggling serpent. He's the mouth of hell. He's the gatekeeper of hell. In fact, when people say hello, they're saying they're entertaining Leviathan. They're saying "Oh to hell." You know what I mean? Hell. Leviathan is the gatekeeper of hell, or the mouth of hell. When people say hello, when they answer their phone, they're welcoming you into the world, into their world of hell. Hell means apart from God. Anytime that you become apart from God through sin separates you from God, you're in hell. So anyone who practices witchcraft, Illuminati, occult, all that stuff, masonry, all that stuff is hell. It's apart from God. It's separated from God. And the gatekeeper of hell, or the mouth of hell, is the Leviathan. When people say hello, it's a legalese term that says enter into my world, come into my world. When you respond by saying hello, you're saying I'm coming into your world. You're saying oh to hell. You're fascinated. You're now entering the mouth of hell by way of the Leviathan. Also, when people say, I had a hell of a day, they're talking, that's Leviathan right there. When people mention the word hell around me, I begin to bind up Leviathan in the name of Jesus Christ. They'd be like, I had hella fun today, or that was hella cool, or that was, when I hear stuff like that, I just begin to go in warfare, and I just say I bind up all powers of Leviathan and cast it out to the bottomless pits in the name of Jesus Christ. Stay tuned. This is a saga. Stay tuned. I'm doing a special on the names of demons and the functions of these demons. You're watching CHRISThype Magazine. My name is God's Gift, God's Messenger.